What's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's Be Open tutorial for Maconi Setup Shop. This week we're at Bristol. It is week 13, so there's no fixed setup racing this week. It's just open for the Xfinity car and the truck. So here we're in the Xfinity car. These are the base steering settings that are in the car in the setup. I'm just gonna run these. Good chance that you'll want to move your offset slightly to the left or more negative to get the wheel pointed a bit straighter down the straightaways. So we'll just go do a couple laps. We'll start on the bottom and move up progressively. The first lap on the bottom, you'll really just see me trying to paint the yellow line as best as I can. Very important here if you're trying to make speed on the bottom while managing tires. You want to limit the distance around the bottom as much as you can. You can even afford to be a little lower than that, I think. That wasn't a great corner, but I did get pretty low there. You'll see if you get right down on that line, there's a lot of grip. Now we'll move up to the middle. This, I think, will be your most viable race line. Just off previous experience racing here, I haven't raced too much on this new refresh of Bristol, so it could be a little different. But this middle has a lot of grip. You can really use the throttle here, and it just doesn't wear as much tire as the top does. Again, less I knew that's the case. So this middle, you want to really make sure you're getting it pointed straight off the corner for as much drive as possible. That's where you're going to make the most speed. Same thing about the top right here. You want to enter higher, get the car pointed down straight so you can just use as much throttle as possible. You want to be careful of turning the wheel too much up here because of the right front tire wear. But there's a ton of grip up here. Yeah, I'm sure you'll see a lot of people running up here at the start of runs just to try and make up track position or maintain it. So now we'll go throw in the Q set, do a mock Q run. I'm really not sure which line would be better in qualifying. I think the top is more viable in this than it is in the trucks just because of the gearing. With that said, you are hitting more bumps in this car, so the top is a bit harder to manage in 1 and 2. We'll go and do a run first, running the top, and Q. We'll do 2 laps. Kind of show you what that looks like. You gotta be really careful on entry. If you drive in too deep, it's really easy to get the car to step out on you. You really want to be careful on exit. You want to make sure you're straight so you're not at risk of getting into the wall. That's a decent lap there. Probably could go a little harder, but it's a decent lap to showcase the top. A lot of grip up there, like I said, so don't be afraid of it. You know, use the track to your advantage and use the grip of the car to your advantage. Now we'll run one more attempt running the middle. Same deal as the top. You just want to be careful on exit. You're gonna struggle to get pointed lower running the middle, carrying as much speed as you are, so very, very important to get pointed on exit so you're not hitting the wall. We'll take the top right here, get a big run off. Entry to 3 is a little sketchy, so be careful for that. Seems like the middle and the top are about even. I think the middle would have been faster if I didn't get a little loose on entry to 3 there. So, both seem quite viable. Um, and yeah, that's our tutorial for Bristol and B Open this week, week 13. Appreciate everybody tuning in. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Maconi Setup Shop, and we can try and help as best as we can. This week's NASCAR series, like I mentioned, are all open besides NIS Fixed, to my understanding, and then of course your traditional 13th week racing. The Maconi Setup Shop NASCAR, all oval and all asphalt subscriptions also have the first month free, so make sure to sign up for this season. I believe it's season 4, and you'll get your first month free on your sub for this season. So appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you, and we will see you next time.